What up, guys? It's Bias Sports. Today we got top 10 college football traditions. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Number 10, we got Texas A&M. All right, so number 10, I chose Texas A&M, the original 12th man. The original 12th man, not the Seahawks. They copied them. All right, so this tradition started when a former football player named King Gill, he was only playing basketball at the time, and the team needed some extra bodies because they didn't have a lot of healthy players. So they called him down from the stands to suit up and stay ready on the sideline, which he did throughout the rest of the game, which he was ready to play. But fortunately for them, no one got injured, so he didn't have to go in and play. But that's still a pretty cool story. Then in 1980, the coach at the time took it to a whole nother level, Coach Jackie Sherrill, when he started the 12th man kickoff team, which comprised of all regular students. And the way that they found these kids was through an open tryout. I just think that's a super cool tradition, and that they had called a player down from the stands to a former player to come play and be ready. I just think that's really unique. So that's why I chose them for number 10. Number 9, we have Boise State. All right, so Boise State is number 9 because of the blue field. I chose them because I love the blue field. It's iconic, and they're easily noticed by that field anywhere. People that don't know anything about Boise State know that they have a blue field. And they also were the first team to have a field that was not green. So they started that tradition also of painting fields different colors. In 1986, the AD at the time, Gene Belmar, I'm probably saying his name wrong, got the iconic turf installed. The first game on the blue turf, they won 74-0. And also another fact about the blue turf is it's also known as Smurf turf. But it's just really cool looking, and it makes everything look cooler. And to me, it goes with their uniforms. And it's just one of the more unique traditions, and it's one of the traditions that people copied. So you know you have a good tradition when other people copy it. Number 8, Ohio State. All right, at number 8, we have Ohio State. And as you can see, we have them doing the script of Ohio. And the real tradition is them doing the script and then someone dotting the I, preferably a band member. So here's a little history on it. The tradition started back in October 10th, 1936. That was the first time the band performed doing the script of Ohio. This is the greatest honor in the Ohio State band, to dot the I. It's usually done by a 4th or 5th year sousaphone player. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't really know how to say that. Many fans in the crowd get very excited. The whole crowd stays to watch this. Sometimes even the team watches this. And it's just a really cool tradition. I think the tradition is really rewarding because, one, it rewards a band member who's done so much for the team. And then also it represents the state. So you can get to see your state and they're representing their state. I think that's pretty cool. A few times in history, they've allowed non-band members to dot the I. It's a short list. That includes Bob Hope, Woody Hayes, and Jack Nicklaus, just to name a few. Number 7, University of Iowa. All right, at number 7, we have the University of Iowa. It's Iowa waving at the Children's Hospital. At the end of every first quarter of every Iowa home game, players and fans turn to the UI Stead Family Children's Hospital and wave to pediatric patients. This is definitely the most heartfelt gesture and tradition in college football, and it's an amazing way to put a smile on a sick kid's face. The wave began in 2017, and it's quickly become one of the most popular traditions, and I think it's probably the best tradition, heartfelt-wise, because, it's just such a good thing they're doing to try to help these kids be happy while they're sick. At number 6, we have the University of Colorado. At number 6 is University of Colorado and Ralphie's Run. I chose Ralphie's Run as number 6 because it's very unique. One, the team is running out behind a 1,600-pound buffalo. That's really cool. And Ralphie has 5 different trained handlers, which are Colorado students, to help assist him on his run on the field. And you never know what happens. Like, everybody's got to, even the other team, they all got to be on the lookout, because these people could drop him, drop the things they're holding him with, and he could take off. It's one of the greatest moments in sports, and it's really cool to see. This tradition started back on October 28th, 1967, for Colorado's homecoming against Oklahoma State. And it's lasted ever since now, because it's just really unique, and you don't get to see this anywhere else. And I like that the people that are the handlers, they're dressed up as cowboys, running them out, and it's just really unique, really great. At number 5, we have Clemson, and there, as you can see, there was the best player in Clemson history. That's a joke, of course, because I'm an FSU fan. DJU, you're absolutely the worst player ever. All right, so we got Howard's Rock at the University of Clemson. Howard's Rock is originally a rock from Death Valley, California. It was given to Frank Howard, the coach at the time, by a friend in 1965. In 1967, against Wake Forest, Clemson started rubbing Howard's Rock and running down the hill for good luck. It seems like this has worked for them, because over the years, they have one of the best home field advantages of all of college football. Seeing the coach and the team run down is pretty intimidating, I would think, because you're seeing these big athletes running down, and sometimes it's kind of funny when you see the coaches fall. And personally, I've always had the dream of myself wanting to, rub the rock and run down the hill. It just looks like a lot of fun, and especially with the crowd standing all around you. It just seems like you just have so much adrenaline running through your veins. You'd be so ready to play. What an awesome tradition. At number 4, we have Penn State. All right, at number 4, we have Penn State in Happy Valley. We have the whiteout. I think the whiteout is really cool. I think when you look at it from the Goodyear blimp and you see 90,000 fans whited out a stadium, it's just like amazing to see. It's one of the few really cool things you'll see. And it has to be so intimidating to opposing teams that come in there and just see all, 90,000 fans all whited out, the teams all whited out. Like, it's just such a cool atmosphere. I would love to go there one day and experience it. It's definitely on my list. Here's some history behind it. The first Penn State whiteout was in 2004, and it was originally only limited to the student section. Then the first total stadium whiteout was in 2007, when they whited it out totally. They love playing the Mo Bamba song during the whiteout games. This is a tradition also. And tickets usually average 250 plus for this game, which is outstanding. At number 3, we have the Oklahoma Sooners. This tradition is they're pulling the wagon with 2 white ponies, one named Booner, the other named Sooner. They have a scaled down replica of the Studbacker Congestia wagon. I don't know how to say the Indian word. Used by the settlers in Oklahoma Territory around the time of the land run of 1889. It comes from the common term for wagons, prairie schrommers, and the name of the settlers who snuck into territories before it was officially opened for settlement. I just think this is a cool tradition because I like watching animals, and I like to see like the classic wagon. That's pretty cool. And I think that it's unique because it really fits the state of Oklahoma, and it fits like what Oklahoma, how it all came apart. I mean, how it all came about and like what happened there. So that's pretty cool as well. At number 2, we have Florida State University. In this picture right here, we have Florida State University. We have Chief Osceola. He's the guy on the horse. And we have Renegade right there, the horse. So before every home game, you'll see Chief Osceola and Renegade in the end zone, roaming around the end zone, getting ready to do their pregame ritual. And before he runs out, they light the spear. So the spear is lit, and then he runs to the horse runs to the 50-yard line right in the middle of the Seminole head, and they plant the spear, and the whole crowd makes noise and goes crazy. And even the team watches, they stand on the field and watch, and even the opposing team. It really gets your competitive juices flowing and makes you feel like you're getting ready to go to war. This tradition came about by a guy named Bill Durham in 1965. but at the time, the administration didn't like the idea. So not until 1970 did it actually start, because he befriended legendary coach Bobby Bowden, who was looking for flashy ways to begin the games. So he loved it. And the Durham family has been running this program ever since. And by the way, FSU is my favorite team, so that's why they got second. I'll just be honest. I'll be biased. And last but not least, we have the University of Notre Dame. We have Notre Dame and Play Like a Champion today. As a kid, this was always the first college football tradition I thought of. Always the first one I saw, like playing the video game or watching the movie Rudy. I feel like the movie Rudy helped make this very popular. This sign right here, Play Like a Champion today, has been reproduced more than 20,000 times on the posters, coffee mugs, t-shirts, and keychains. Notre Dame makes no money off this sign. All proceeds go to the painter, Lori Wegler, who has multiple sclerosis. So I thought that was pretty cool. Some more history behind the sign. In 1986, Lou Holt was looking through an old football catalog and saw a black and white sign that said, "Play Like a Champion today." He said he had to have one, so he got a painter and told him to draw up a design. It took the painter 3 days to complete, and Lou Holtz ended up loving the design. And this is what he told his players to do when they hit that sign before they run out onto the field. He said, "I told my players, every time you hit that sign, you remember all the great players who played here before you, all the sacrifices that your teammates have made for you, all the people, your coaches, your parents who are responsible for you being here. Don't forget." I thought that was really cool, really motivating. You know, Lou Holtz, great motivator. But yeah, I got to give it to Notre Dame as number one. They're like one of the oldest programs, and to me, that's always the one I think of. They're like the OG. But all right, guys, let me know what you thought of my list. Who should be number one? Did y'all put number one as the best traditions? All right, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Bias Sports, and I'm out.